Meanwhile, the Israeli Foreign Minister Yair Lapid is trying pretty hard to try and distance the Israeli government from the very controversial snooping software producing NSO Group that has been blacklisted by the United States over allegations of developing a phone hacking software by the name Pegasus. An investigation by nearly 17 media organizations published that NSO's Pegasus software had illegally targeted smartphones of opposition politicians, of journalists and human rights activists. And at least about 10 governments are reported to be affected by NSO's software, which includes India, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates and Mexico, amongst others, including France, where, according to reports, even the French president reportedly was snooped upon.
NSO is a private company. It is not a governmental project, and therefore, even if it's designated, it has nothing to do with the policies of the Israeli government. I don't think there's another country in the world which have such strict rules according to cyber warfare, and that is imposing those rules more than Israel, and we will continue to do so.
Lapid's comments are the first public statement by a senior Israeli minister since the US announced the blacklisting of the software. NSO had earlier said that the software can only be purchased by vetted governments. That is to say that the group was selling this software at an exorbitant cost only to vetted governments, and it also is sent to these nations after Israel's defense ministry issues licenses for the software to be sold to these specific governments. The Defense Ministry launched a probe of the company's practices after the allegations were put forth and exposed. NSO has said that it was dismayed by the American decision for the fact that NSO Group has now been put on a blacklist, and it has also added that it put an end to government agency contracts that had misused the products that the company promotes as legitimate tools of hacking and snooping to help governments in the fight against terrorism. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.